We have an empty project in Pro Tools. First thing we want to do is make sure the Dolby Atmos renderer is enabled. So go to Setup IO, go to the Dolby Atmos tab, make sure internal renderer is checked, and all of your objects should appear in this window. Click OK. We need to create a 7.1.4 master track now. And we're going to do that using Window, New Workspace, Track Presets, go into Avid, Dolby Atmos 7.1.4, and if you double click, that will add that to your session. So we have a 7.1.4 master track. I'm going to rename this master, and I'm going to set the input to no input for now. And I just want to explain what we have. We have a folder, and inside of that folder track is a 7.1.4 floor, which you can see it's bust to bed. And then we have 4 mono tracks, which will act as our heights. Each one is an object, and if we look at the output window, you can see it's an object, pan this one to the top left, height fully up. So if we look at the other tracks, you can see it's going to the top right in the front, and this is in the rear left, and this is in the rear right, and this little orange line denotes that we have our height up at 100. So this is acting out as our master. This will allow us to send the height channels from the reverb to this master. Let's create the reverb track. So we'll go to Track, New, and create a 7.0 aux track, name it Reverb. And we're going to add Stratus 3D 7.0 to this. So currently this is a 7.0 reverb. However, if we go to this drop down here, we can change it to 7.0.4 hard center or 7.0.4 phantom center. I'm going to choose phantom center. What that means is we're not going to be sending specific center channel information. It'll create a phantom center. You can use either one. The other thing this does when we make the setting is it creates 4 outputs from this reverb in the background in Pro Tools, which we could assign to the height. So when we're doing this, we need to create those channels to send the height information from this reverb to. So we'll create 4 mono aux tracks. Call this one left, top, front. Create another, again, make sure it's an aux. Right, top, front. Left, top, rear, right, top, rear. So now we have the 4 mono tracks that are going to act as our heights, and we're going to set the inputs. So for the left top front, go to Input, Plugin, Stratus Reverb, and here's the top front left. And for the right top front, right, and the rear left top, and the right rear. So now the reverb is sending the height information that's denoted right up here to these 4 channels. We're going to send these 4 channels to the height channels of our master. So these will go to here. So let's go to the output of this one. Output, and we'll go to track, and you can see here's our master track. There is the 7.1 floor, and here's the left top front. And send this to the right top front. And send this one to left top rear, and then we'll send this one to the right top rear. Okay, so now we need to send the 7.0 reverb track to the master as well. So go to Output, Track, Master. We're going to get this dialog. That's okay. Click OK. And now our reverb is being sent to the master. You don't need to do this, but if you want to be a little more tidy, you can select all of your reverb tracks and either right click or control click and choose move to new folder. Call this reverb A. So now those 5 tracks are more contained in one folder to make things a little easier. Let's import our video and audio track. Send that to the clip list, import video, and that'll go to session start. Just drag it to the top because I like video at the top of my edit window for whatever reason. Okay, and now I'm going to create a new track for the Dragon. So that's track, new, mono audio track. Name it Dragon. And we'll drag the sound down to that track. The clip should line up, but let's double check the 2-pop. Sounds good. So instead of using this as a bus track, we're going to use this as an object. So let's go to the Dragon track and click where it says no object, send it to object 15, click the bus button to turn it to an object. So right now, if we open the panel window, you'll see that we have full height and horizontal axis for this because it's an object. We also want to send this track to the reverb. So go to send, track, reverb 7.0. First of all, let's get a reverb setting we like. I've been playing around, and generally what I would do if I want specifically a 3D reverb, meaning something with height, if you filter it by 3D, these are all the reverbs that have been designed to have height channels. They all will have height, but these specifically have height information in their algorithm. So we're going to select Battlefield 3 3D. Let's see what this sounds like. Okay, sounds pretty good, what I was thinking. The other thing we want to do with our reverb send, so again, by clicking on the send, it'll open up the send window, is we want to select FMP, and that's linked to the main fader. So that way, our reverb send is going to follow the panner from our output window. So currently, what do we have going on? We have the Dragon track being sent to an object, also being sent to this reverb, which is being returned in the master channel. So we should have 3D reverb going along with our 3D panning of our object. So make sure volume and pan is engaged in your automation window. Make sure your track is in either latch or touch, and you could begin panning through with the Dragon. Remember, you'll be using both the volume as well as the panning. The volume can be down when it's far away. As it gets closer, it raises. It cuts across from right to left behind us, then it comes in from the left and flies into the distance.